In Nigeria, Christians are being targeted, driven from their homes, and killed. Churches have been burned. Families have been torn apart, and entire communities live in fear constantly, simply because of how they pray. Sadly, this problem is not only a growing problem in Nigeria, but also in so many other countries across the world, and it demands urgent action. And I want to be clear. Protecting Christians in Nigeria is not about taking sides or dividing people. It is about uniting humanity. Nigeria is a beautiful nation with deep faith traditions and lots of beautiful barbs that I can't wait to see. When one's church, mosque, or place of worship is destroyed, everyone's heart should break just a little bit. And the foundation of the United Nations, with its core mandate to ensure peace and security, should shake. I am joined here today by peace builders, by faith leaders, by those who saw violence, saw rising intolerance, saw the threats clearly before us, and chose not to look the other way.
Nicki Minaj speaking at the UN event organized by the United States. She is showing love to Nigerians, to humanity. She's neither a Nigerian nor an African. But here we are, she's doing the job that Nigerian celebrities would have started doing for many years. But they are mute. Some of them are speaking up now. And to the likes of Ruben Abati, who said that Nicki Minaj is chasing clout. She didn't start today defending Nigerians or speaking up against what is happening in Nigeria. For more than 10 years, she's been tweeting against what is happening in Nigeria. For example, look at this one she posted in 2020 during the NSAS protest. She said, "Standing with and praying for the brave young people of Nigeria who are on the front lines of this senseless violence. Your voice is being heard." So you can see, it's not as if she just started. She's been defending what is happening in Nigeria. She's been defending Nigerians. So speaking up against all the killings and unnecessary loss of lives happening in Nigeria. Nigeria is not at war, but we have casualties that outnumber casualties from countries that are officially at war. If you listen to the news in Nigeria, you will see that the casualty numbers are always in the hundreds. Maybe under a week, you hear up to 100 or 200 persons losing their lives. That kind of casualty figures don't come out from even Ukraine or some parts of Africa where they are in conflict. So these are the issues. Meanwhile, Nigerian diplomats have protested their absence at this UN event, despite the fact that the US authorities informed them at the Nigerian house about this event, but they explicitly told them that they were not invited, that other countries were invited. This might be because of Nigerian government's denial of what is happening in Nigeria. So no need inviting them because they will never agree that people are dying for no reason. To them, everything is politics. They can continue denying, the facts are known, Nigerians know the truth. We are still in the middle of the week, but the reported number of people that have so far lost their lives this week alone runs into tens of people. So you can see there is nothing to hide. Everyone in Nigeria, once you're on social media or you listen to the news, well, it depends on the news you listen to, because some of the media are paid not to publish this kind of information. And this chilling video of an invasion of a church while they were streaming the event live on social media kind of broke the camel's back. Across social media in Nigeria, many people are calling on Tinubu to resign. Leading the call on Tinubu to tender his resignation, Inibehe Effiong, human rights lawyer, posting on his verified X handle said, President Tinubu should tender his resignation and apologize to the country. As Commander-in-Chief, he is weak, clueless, and grossly incompetent. The killings and bloodbath can't continue. Resign now, Tinubu. Also writing on his verified X handle while quoting Tinubu's old post, Falz said, "You have consistently shown your unwillingness to protect the lives and property of our people, despite pretending to care in the past. Resign now." P2B also posted this on his verified X handle, "Now disgraced nation." A few weeks ago, when President Trump described our country as now disgraced, many were outraged. Yet, how can we dispute it when within a single week, 25 people were kidnapped and one of our generals along with other officers were killed? Today, we witness another troubling terror attack in Kwara State. Rather than uniting in this critical moment, we are consumed by internal wranglings, party squabbles, and distractions. Look closely at what is happening in the PDP, the Labour Party, SDP, and other political formations. Crisis deliberately orchestrated by a government that should be embracing everyone so we can unite in this troubling period. I am reminded of a pivotal moment under President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua. During an internal crisis in my then political party, he instructed the INEC chairman, Professor Maurice Iwu, that the stability of every political party, not just the ruling party, was essential for democracy. No party was to be undermined. All were to function within the law. What we witness today is the opposite. The current government seems more intent on weakening parties that strengthen our democracy, seeking to fragment the PDP, Labour Party, SDP, and others. In democratic nations, opposition is respected. Elections reflect the will of the people, and governance involves carrying everyone along for peace and prosperity. It was also reported that Tinubu cancelled the G20 meeting he was supposed to attend in South Africa, opting to stay back in Nigeria to handle the insecurity ravaging everywhere. Shettima is supposed to visit Kebbi State to commiserate with the parents of the people who were kidnapped or missing. Also, the contingent of the Nigerian army that was sent to Kebbi State to locate the kidnapped children were ambushed on their way. It calls to question how come they were sent in such a volatile area without any air support. They always make this mistake. You have to question their military strategy. It's not as if we don't have drones or fighter jets or helicopters that can be used for reconnaissance or gather intelligence from the air to make sure everywhere is safe before deploying ground troops. Also, the violence seems to be spreading everywhere. In this video that was filmed in Owerri, according to reports, the person that filmed this video was attacked for filming them. So who are these people? Are they sleeper cells of the same people attacking Nigerians everywhere? It's so heartbreaking that a once peaceful country has been turned to something else simply because of negligence and carelessness of politicians. These politicians don't really care. Imagine what happened in Kebbi State, and on the same day, Shettima was in Kogi State receiving decampees to APC. They are not even ashamed of themselves anymore. How can Nigerians be mourning and they are celebrating, they are partying, celebrating people who are decamping to their party? Are they even sure that they will be alive tomorrow, not to talk of 2027? So it's time for Nigerians to demand their resignation, just like others have started demanding for it. Nigerians must demand that people in power must do the jobs of people in power. It shouldn't be a matter of grabbing it and stealing the election and running away with it. No, you have found yourself in power, you must do the job of the person in power. You cannot continue shifting blames, running away from responsibility. No, it is time to act. It is time to stop all these unnecessary violence. It is time to reset Nigeria to where it's supposed to be. This is simply because what is happening in Nigeria right now is not living up to what happened in other countries that eventually led to a civil war. Even in some West African countries, if you look at history and find out what caused civil wars in their countries, you will find out that Nigeria has passed that threshold long ago. So it's just that Nigerians know how to endure. Nigerians can tolerate whatever. They are very patient people, but they are now being pushed to the extreme, to where they will now start fighting back and saying, no, enough is enough. It's time to retaliate. It's time to show them that we can do what they are doing. This is the reality. It doesn't make any sense that a government will be saying that there are repentant terrorists. repentant people who continue to attack Nigerians. A brigadier general fell in battle, and people will have the audacity tomorrow and say that these people should be pardoned, that they should be negotiated with. You do not negotiate with these types. You deal with them in the language they understand. Thanks for watching.